Hello, my babies, and welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is plenty of content to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, you already know how I feel. I appreciate you so much coming back and spending more of your precious time with me here on the channel. Friends, let's get to it. Today, we are going to be looking into messages from the person on your mind. I do want to start this off by saying this is meant for someone who is alive and living, and there would be a way for them to communicate with you or you communicate with them. Maybe it's even things that were left unsaid. But I do want to set that as part of the intention. I know everyone watches these readings for different reasons, so just throwing that out there. Besides that, though, we are going to be tapping into who this person is just to help you connect to whatever group you choose. And then we'll be asking the big question. What is it that this person wants to say to you? All right, you guys know what to do. 3 groups to choose from. We have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into getting messages from the person on your mind. We are going to start this reading off by asking who this person is, just to help you connect to this group. And then we'll be asking the big question, what is it that this person wants to say to you? A couple of things before we get into it. First and foremost, you guys know it's a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's more confusing than bringing you information that's useful, it's probably not for you. The other thing is this reading is meant for someone that is alive and living, and there would be a way or an opportunity or a chance for you guys talking or connecting. Maybe for some of you, it's what's left unsaid. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there because I know that sometimes, we never know who's watching and why they're watching. So besides that, though, let's dive in. Let's see what we can learn today about whoever you're coming to this reading for. And my babies, my group number 1s, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for being here today. And yeah, let's get to it. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. Messages for my group 1s, please. Messages for my group number 1s. All right. Think of your person, the person you're coming to this reading for. Let's tap in. What can we know about this person? How will my group 1s know that this is their reading? Messages for my group number 1s, please. How will they know this is their reading? Who is this person? What can we know about them? As soon as I started asking about them, the cards stopped wanting to cooperate. So let's see what this is talking about. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 1s, please. Who is this person they're coming to this reading for? Yeah, it's someone you're not together with. There could have been like a false start, or things weren't able to kind of take off. Oh, maybe you had to let this go in order to heal. Or someone could have been separating from someone else or something else that wasn't for them. But it's almost like, no, I had to heal, or I had to let this go. What do they want to say? So someone here is coming through as, can we be friends? Or maybe you're getting to know them and you're realizing that they are healing. And maybe part of the reason that nothing has happened yet is because maybe there was a false start, or maybe there's a past situation. All right, I do see something bringing you guys together. I see friendship. I see possibly dating or hanging out casually. This would be, we end up having coffee and afterwards I feel like I know them so much better, or I feel like our friendship is growing, or our relationship is growing in some kind of way. Now, some of you guys, this could be just a friend, maybe in your friend circle. But again, it's almost like we're not ready, or we weren't ready at one point with this Lovers reversed, this Ace of Wands in reverse. Let's see why. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 1s. What can we know about the person they're coming to this reading for? How will they know this is their reading? Why the Lovers reverse? We have 10 of Wands in reverse. So someone maybe didn't want to deal with relationships, or again, maybe we were leaving something or unburdening ourselves from something that wasn't for us. And there was a lot of realizations, or maybe you've kind of realized, or it's something that's been known as to why this hasn't moved forward, or maybe a certain pattern or something that you needed to know about this person. Maybe the more you know about them, they're revealing like why they haven't moved ahead, or that they haven't been ready for a new beginning in their life. I don't know. It's almost like I think you see this. So this person could be like well known or celebrated, or someone that a lot of other people like in the community, or they look really good. Maybe there's even like, damn, when they dress up, it's like, damn, dressed up or down. I think they look really good. Maybe they're really successful, but at the same time, I do think that this person, or maybe you or something, kind of kept at arm's length. So the Six of Swords in reverse. Why the Page of Pentacles? All right, so I do see that there's communication. This is sweet. Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. This is giggly. This is sweet. This is cute. This is buy you a drink, buy them a drink, a coffee, whatever, right? This feels like we have something to share. I think this person's really giving. I think they're really sweet. It's almost like every time they come by, or every time they come around, or every time they see you, the conversation's good, or, you know, maybe you learn more about them. But at the same time, I do think that this person is uncomfortable, but they've grown comfortable being uncomfortable, or there's something coming through about that. Because this Three of Swords in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse makes me think of like, it hurts, but don't move. Like it feels better just not to move. Just don't move ahead. Don't move, just stay right here. Don't pull out the dagger, you know, don't pull out the splinter, like just leave it there. That's what this is kind of making me feel for some reason. Maybe this person claims to have moved on or be healed. I don't know. And maybe you're like, they're actually not, because I see something, I don't know, maybe they've shared something with you and then you were like, aha, that's what it is. Or maybe that's why something hasn't happened, or maybe that's what happened in the past relationship. I do want to say this person, like their vibe is cool. I mean, I really like this together, you know, coming from them, it doesn't feel like it's ill-intentioned or anything like that. But there was an issue. We have Gemini and Aquarius, Pisces coming through. All right, anything else about this person before we move forward? We have the Hermit. They could be really quiet. This person's kind of really negative, or they can be. It's not who they actually are, but it's almost like there's certain things like within them that are triggered, or maybe it's from when they were a kid, what they were taught, or maybe it's like culturally or traditions, or maybe someone here has gone to therapy. Maybe someone's gone to therapy and like realized, like is identifying these things. Someone here could have been manipulated in the past by a lover, or by a hierophant. Maybe it was someone important in their life, right? Or something that they were committed to. This person, if they did, it's almost like they committed to something that left a really bad taste in their mouth, and it's almost like something that they maybe don't talk about. But I do think that you've caught glimpses of this, or you've kind of already know this to some degree. All right, this seems like friendship-wise, you guys get along really well, or like the flow is good. Nine of Cups in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, but someone wasn't free. So maybe when you knew this person, they were in this situation. This person was really concerned with the way that things looked because of their position, or because of who they were. I say who they were because it feels like there could be a change, or maybe this is something that's changing within them, or something that they're learning. Judgment. Yeah, there's a big ass lesson here. Four of Wands in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles. So you could have presented an opportunity, or you maybe represent an opportunity for some kind of growth or lesson or change that maybe this person wasn't ready for. It is coming through as there's an age difference or maturity difference, or at least a difference in like spiritual journey. Like someone is further along than the other. This person, there was some kind of foundation here that they, on the outside, it looked like it was solid, but it wasn't, or it's not. And that's something that they're going to have to kind of face if they haven't already, because it's holding them back in different areas of their life. And one of them specifically has to do with overgiving or financial independence, or maybe independence in general. Yeah, there's something here that it's this person's like big awakening. Two of Cups and yeah, it has to do with a relationship or a partnership, or something that they told themselves that they were going to do it, and it's almost like, you know, fourth year of like med school, they're like, oh fuck, I hate this, you know, or hopefully not, but it is giving like I'm deep in it and it's not for me. So, all right. So maybe this person, they out in public or with their outside kind of face, it's friendly, sweet, maybe a little quiet. There's more to them than meets the eye. And I do think that they get more talkative when they get a little loosey-goosey. So this could be in a more casual environment, laid back, maybe one-on-one, or maybe like drinks involved, or yeah, something, right? Okay, let's continue. Taurus showed up with that Hierophant, and Aries and Virgo as well, with the Magician and the Hermit. Okay. If that sounds like the person you're trying to learn about and hear about today. All right, my babies, let's see. What does this person want to say? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. What does this person want to say? What does this person want to say to my group number ones? What does this person want to say to my group ones? What does this person want to say? Four of Wands. Let's get together. Let's quit the back and forth. This person wants to see you, reunite with you, or come to your house. That's only for those of you that this person has been to your house. But this is something that they wouldn't say. Yeah, there's something here about pride, or how something would look. Now, if this is someone that you still see regularly, they look forward to seeing you at this place, but this would be like a reunion, or this would be the meeting spot, not the watering hole, maybe. Some kind of watering hole that you guys go to. And by the way, this person wants to be so cool, like so unbothered, so nonchalant. So, oh, you're here too? They're funny. I mean, funny like in a ha-ha way, right? Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this person wants to be unbothered. And then here you are. They're like, oh, but I see you, or I know you, or yeah. Oh, you know what else they would want to say? They want to say that there was they couldn't accept your like help or your advice, or like what you had to give. I don't know. This person just, it's really hard to get them to talk. They're coming through like that. They don't like to show how they don't like to show, they don't like to be probed into, not the probing, until they're ready to kind of talk, or, you know, unless it comes from that. That's also what's coming through. They're funny. This person is also like, it's like they see you for who you are, or what you have to give or offer, or, you know, Tell me about the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is shit that they wouldn't say. They're like, when I see you, I just wanna see you. I just want to reunite with you. I don't know what I'd say. I'd make up an excuse to say something. I'll make up an excuse to try to stand closer to you, or, and it's not that they would flat out even admit to themselves that they're making an excuse. They would make an excuse for themselves. Where if they saw you standing over by the fucking, I don't know, if you're at the grocery store and you're by the milk aisle and this fool is, lactose intolerant, they'll still go find a reason to go to the milk because you're over there. But they won't say that. All right. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles in reverse. That's funny. Yeah, so there's that lie. I don't know if should call it a lie, but there's that thing. I literally just told you guys that they will convince themselves, make up an excuse to themselves to like do something and get their way. And so this person, I'm going to be honest with you. One thing you got to know about them, at least right now, is that they are not someone that A, knows what they want, and B, is taking initiative for kind of anything. At least when it comes to relationships, or you, or even if you guys are just friends, or if it's your boss or something, it's like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not letting you in on what's really going on or how I feel, or I'm not ready to talk, or I don't know what's going on yet, even though I'm letting on to the world, it's like the image is that I'm in control, I'm in charge. But the issue is that this person, while they're sorting through this, they're going through this victim mentality where they're like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. But then again, it's like they're convincing themselves. So, it's not necessarily what they want to say to you. It's more so like what you have to know about where this person is coming from, so that maybe you can understand their actions, or their coldness, or their hot and cold, or maybe you see it in their eyes that when they see you, maybe they do lock in, and it's a little like, oh, it's intense, it's uncomfortable, because you're like, oh my gosh, they see me, and I think that they do, but it's almost like lights on no one's home for them right now when it comes to an even kind of bigger picture. All right, tell me why the King of Swords in reverse. Messages for my group number ones. What does this person want to say to them? The Hierophant in reverse. Maybe they're divorcing, or maybe there could be a need for therapy, or maybe this is just something that's kind of deeply rooted, or something that maybe they're stepping away out of their role in some kind of way. And if you know that they're going through a big change, even if it's like, say, graduation, a milestone birthday, or something big going on in their life that you would know about, I think there's a lot being stirred up by that. And there's almost like an ego death that needs to happen, where it's like, if this person's identity was tied into who they used to be, now that that's changing, they're having a hard time kind of adapting to who they're meant to be. So this person, they don't feel like it's almost like they don't feel good at relationships, or they don't feel like this is a good time to come together or start a relationship, or there's some kind of view here about partnership. And maybe this is an area of their life that they're not wanting to pay attention to right now, or maybe they feel like they're not in a successful place for that to even kind of be an option. So this person, they are walking away or disengaging, or they are acting unbothered. That's the other thing, is that I don't necessarily think this person is unbothered as they let on. But again, it's almost like they're prickly cactus to sit on until they get tired of it, and they're like, oh, maybe I should move. Maybe I should not sit on this prickly cactus. You guys know what I mean? And we talked about that earlier in the first part of this reading, where we talked about this person being comfortable, being uncomfortable, right? Okay, so there's a lot that's shifting here. Now, one thing that I think they do want to acknowledge and say is that you have encouraged them or helped them with your advice, your stability, your loyalty, or even maybe how you show up in your own life, who you are as a person, and you inspire and motivate this person to work on things, but their pride like won't let them kind of say that, or maybe their pride even won't let them admit that to themselves, because it has to be their own idea. They have to be ready for it, and it has to be kind of their own idea. And if you guys have ever been with someone like that or had a family member like that, it's almost like, well, it's almost like you learn kind of how to manipulate the situation when you want some kind of action, right? Because you're like, oh, well, I know if I plant this seed, in a certain amount of time, they'll eventually think it was their idea. And when they do, you stop saying, I told you about that. Because now you're like, oh, okay. You're like, as long as they get it done. And that's kind of how this person is, that they have to, kind of has to come from them. All right, very stubborn, very stubborn. So yeah, wet matchbook, okay? Nothing going on there. This person's also maybe like negative kind of mentality, or maybe they're procrastinating. They tell themselves that they can't, or, I don't know. I think they tell themselves I can't a lot, and that affects them not just in one area of their life, but in others as well. Hermit, Emperor reverse. Yeah, they ain't saying shit. No, King of Pentacles in reverse. Nope. And risk looking stupid. Four of Cups. I rather act like I don't know. Well, little do they know they look stupid when they act like they don't know. All right, guys. That's what I have for you, okay? That's this person's kind of answer to feeling better or moving on or trying to move forward. So, yeah, definitely not a talker. Wouldn't know what they want to say, but they would love to see you. They would love to catch up, but maybe not get too deep, or if they can get deep about certain things, maybe not about whatever the elephant in the room would be between you and them. All right. Let's get you guys some initials. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 1. Initials for them, please. All right. We have Frost. So a little cold. Roz as well. R-O. Rose. Romy. Rem. All right. We have Q-H-I. Hi. They want to say hi. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that it's not that they don't want to talk to you. I just don't think that they want to talk about certain things. All right, we have Kim. Like, I think that they enjoy you and they like you, but they're like, oh man, I can't with I don't know, with anything serious, or I don't know. This person shuts down. So even if you did like try to talk to them, I think that I do think that they would kind of shut down a little bit, guys. Like maybe you would even notice that they kind of like go away, or, I don't know. They go extra hermit. Let's answer a question for you guys. Pause the reading if you need to. All right, it could be about anything. Let's try to get you an answer. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get an answer to the question on my group number 1's mind? Oh, you guys got 2. Take it to the altar and the opportunities approaching. So that almost makes me think of approach this from a place of being very grounded. You may have an opportunity to see this person or talk to them, or maybe initiate something, or maybe them with you. But yeah, they want you to meditate on it with that. Take that to the altar. Maybe even ask for signs as well. All right, my group number 1. So that's what I have for you today. I appreciate you being here so much. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 2s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be getting messages from the person on your mind. We are going to begin this reading by checking in on who this person is, just to help you, to help you connect to this group. And then we'll be asking the big question, what does this person want to say? A couple of things before we dive in. First and foremost, you guys know it's a collective reading. So if you find the messaging more confusing than it is informative, it probably means it's not your reading. The other thing is this person, the only prerequisite is that they are alive and living, and there would be a way or an opportunity for you guys to connect. And for some of you, maybe this is even a what was left unsaid, but this is not meant for someone that has passed on. So I want to clarify that. All right. Besides that, let's dive in. My babies, I hope you guys are doing well. And thank you so much for being here today. Let's see what we can learn about this person that you're coming to this reading for. All right, start thinking about them as I shuffle. All right, let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. Messages for my group twos, please. Messages for my group number twos. What can we know? What can you tell us? All right, this person they're coming to this reading for. Who is this person? How will my group twos know that this is their reading? Messages for my group twos, please. Who is this person they're coming to this reading for? How will my group twos know that this is going to be their reading? The person they want to get messages from. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. Who is this person? How will they know this is their reading? All right. We have Sun reverse. Someone here could be a Leo. Two of Swords. Who is this person? King of Cups in reverse. Well, this would be someone that leaves you guessing on either how they feel or there's like a big ass question mark here. Now that Sun reverse, it's like the Sun is a really good card to start with, obviously. Even when it's in reverse. When it's in reverse, it almost feels like, to me, cautiously optimistic, or maybe there's almost like a silver lining, right? But that Two of Swords is like a question mark or indecisive. Maybe this person's very indecisive. This is someone who's emotionally unavailable or at least closed off. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and they're more inconsistent than anything. This isn't someone that maybe you've had a consistent connection with, or if you have, then they've just gone cold. And you could have asked yourself, like, what does this person want? Or like, what would make them happy? Or are they happy? How do they feel? Yeah, because it doesn't feel like this person is, like, their energy is almost like so kind of faint within this reading. That's how off they kind of are, or how cold the situation is with them. This person, I don't think that this is giving the energy of someone that is trying to find what makes them happy in the moment, but it wouldn't be someone that like follows their heart. So I think that they could like end up like hurting people's feelings, or without meaning to, or without trying. Tell me why the Sun reverse. Justice. Could be a Libra or something about maybe what's Libra? September, right? August, September. All right. I say August because of that Sun card, that Leo energy. Tell me why the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So we have the Ten of Swords. So there's some kind of repetitive cycle with this person where it's like, I think you're attracted to or drawn to them, or you would admire their ability to show up for work or for their kids or for their responsibilities. Maybe they own their own business, or maybe they're someone who does display these kind of, traits that I think you like, but there's like this energy here of maybe this person kind of, it's hard to maintain boundaries, or maybe you feel a little let on, or you feel like maybe you care more, or you've given, and this feels like you would be giving to someone that can't like support you in the same ways. It's like, yeah, their physical presence may be there, but like emotionally or like other ways, it doesn't really feel that way. But it feels like you already kind of know this, or if you don't know this about this person, then it's not the first time that maybe you've dealt with someone like this, that has displayed some of these kind of things that are going on. Now, the Sun and Justice with the King of Pentacles, this is what you like about them. This is like maybe their sense of morals or values, or maybe they fight the good fight. Like this is even giving like some kind of like protecting through rules or law, or maintaining something, or maybe their job is caring for others, it is giving like civil justice type of energy or something like that. Maybe their beliefs are tied into that as well. And that's something that you also, because there is this sense of admiration. But besides that, it's almost like it's leaving you hanging, or it's leaving you, yeah, it's leaving. It's interesting. I've never been shown this before, but I was just shown like a little branch, like think of a Charlie Brown Christmas tree and a tree ornament hanging off of it. But the tree ornament is a glass question mark. And it's almost like the question mark from the Riddler. Interesting visual. All right, why the Knight of Swords in reverse? Who is this person? We have, what swords is that? The Five of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So yeah, there's something here about truth. So this person could be like a fighter of the truth, or there's someone who is very truthful. But this would be someone who has no problem doing what they have to do to get that done, even if it can be maybe a little cold sometimes. So this could be like someone that's very like business driven and takes the emotion out of it. Tell me why the King of Cups in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's something karmic here. This person has told you about this, or Four of Wands, maybe where you guys met, or a conversation you guys had when you guys met, or the last time you guys saw each other. But this person, it's like you'd be like, hey, how are you? How's this thing? It's like, even if it's something like big, or you're trying to like, talk to them, I think they're like, oh, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good. No, everything's good. Life's good. And they don't really like to talk about like how they feel. Emperor reverse. They're just not comfortable. And sometimes I do think this person, you guys, I think this person, they are a little cutthroat sometimes. It could be because of what they do for work or their belief system. Again, it is giving. They could hurt your feelings without meaning to. Chariot, Ace of Cups in reverse, Hierophant in reverse. They just have their own kind of way of doing things. And I do think they've kind of bulldozed at one point, whether that's in career or emotionally, just kind of shut down. All right, we have Aries, Leo, Libra, and strong earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And then we have, the swords coming through with just all this mental energy or strife or endings or stress. All right, well, my babies, if you identify that energy as the person you're wondering what do they want to say, then hang in there. Let's see what we can learn. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2, please. All right. What does this person want to say to my group 2s? What do they want to say to my group number 2s? Messages for my group 2s, please. What does this person want to say? What does this person want to say? If this person could, oh my gosh, it's almost giving like someone that if they really, you know what this person needs? This person needs a hug and they need to cry while they're being hugged. But I don't think they'd ever do that. We have the Star reverse. This person has either struggles with their mental health or they have lost all hope in a situation. Or what they do for work makes them be very realistic to the point where they have to be very objective. And sometimes that creates issues outside of that, or maybe in those dynamics. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Again, there's something here about what they do for work. This has maybe affected how they view things or the world. The other thing is that this is something that they may know about and they work on it, or they want to work on it. Now, for others of you, depending on what happened between you and them, if the tough ending or if there was a Ten of Swords moment between you and them, this could be that they have they hit kind of rock bottom or they've lost hope here, but there's almost like an energy of, I want to try, or I am trying. I want to try. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. This person maybe doesn't know what they want or what it's like to be on their own, or they need to be on their own, or they have a very stubborn mentality about how maybe their life can only work if they're on their own. This person isn't confident that people, okay, depending on who this is, right? If this is someone that has a hard time letting people in emotionally, it's because maybe they feel like no one understands them, or people end up leaving, or it always ends up ending. I don't know. It's like whatever belief they've kind of allowed to stick because of who they are, meaning the experiences that they've had, whether that's in love, relationships, or in their career, or something that happened between you and them. All right. Tell me more, please. Messages for my group number 2s. What does this person want to say? What do they want to say to my group number 2s? All right. We like this. The Six of Swords with the Hierophant. This is telling us gaining knowledge. So this is also telling me that this person could have gone through something really tough and they needed to be on their own. They needed to know who they are, maybe living on their own, going off to college on their own, or breaking up out of something and being on their own, or it's just like an individual journey. This person could have even started going to therapy and it helped them move on or move forward, or they dedicated themselves to something. They're committing themselves to something. And that's where they're putting in the effort. But this is coming from a place, again, where they either had to hit rock bottom, or they went through something really tough, or they just, yeah, like I said, their views on it were coming through. It's like their views were being affected by something else. So this is very hard for them to talk about. Their either mental health struggles, or the fact that they lost hope, or they have a hard time being hopeful in a situation. Now, if this has to do between you and them and you guys are not talking, there could be something here about this person is like, feels like they have an issue with communication. And this is something that they have struggled with, or it's like kind of a big struggle. And I do feel like it's weighing on them, or it's like, it's almost, yeah, it feels like it's a sore spot, or almost like an eye roll. If you guys are not talking, this could also feel like they've lost hope that you guys will talk or you will communicate. This person also throws themselves into work or projects, or the goal that they have. They set goals for themselves, because I feel like, I think they're trying to find what they want, or what makes them happy, or what will help them. Now, this could even be like whatever they're struggling with mentally. Like this could be them going back to a routine or something, and if it has to do between you and them, it's almost like this has forced them to kind of work on something, or yeah, I do feel like they're trying to put in the effort. All right, Eight of Swords. This person gets really stuck in their head. Again, I do think that they would communicate with you about some kind of issue with communication, how they translate how they're feeling, versus maybe they don't even know how to identify their feelings. And this really affects them. And maybe they haven't really had someone to talk to. And maybe for those that have gone to therapy, maybe that's what they're realizing, or something that has really helped them. So they're seeing something through different eyes, or through new eyes. Look how the Hierophant, the eyes are highlighted. All right, tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. What would they want to say to my group number 2s? Why the Nine of Pentacles? Six of Cups in reverse. This is something that's been driven into them since childhood, or a relationship in their life that was very influential, that forced them to be hyper independent. So this person breaks away into like their own island, which a lot of people do, a lot of us do probably. But that's something that they'd also like to tell you. This person could also have, again, there's something about the past, or something that was triggered, some kind of, it just feels like it's some kind of past trauma. And it pushes them into maybe work, right? Um, and being successful in that way or focusing on that. Ten of Swords, this person, they have gone through it. This person would talk to you or tell you about how they feel like they were dragged by life, or something dragged them here, or something hurt, or they have a lot of anxiety, or they have a hard time talking, or, it's like if they could, they would. But there's a feeling here of I'm doing better, or I'm trying to get better, or I'm trying to, it's like I'm trying here. This person, they had to hit like a real hard spot in their life in order to realize these triggers or this past energy that they were holding on to that was holding them back. And so they had to go through this pain, or they had to feel it. And so that leaves this person very depleted, because going through something intense, they take it to the brain and not the heart. So it's like, I don't feel it, I'm thinking about it. So it's like the motherboard overloads and the circuits start to fry, So it could be an air sign, Aquarius specifically, Taurus coming through as well. Yeah, this is heavy on the earth and air. Okay, tell me about that Hierophant, please. Chariot reverse. So something that this person, it is their culture, beliefs, morals, values, or something that they had committed themselves to that was keeping them from viewing things differently. But it's not that those were the beliefs. It's like those were how they chose to view certain things. And the version of that they took on is really tough on them. So it's almost like they're finding themselves. I do think they're finding themselves. And I do think that this person struggles to take control in their life or move ahead. Moving ahead is very hard for this person. King of Wands, the Devil, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is energy that this person, so this person tied themselves to something toxic, or it was an addiction, it was a pattern, it was a karmic lesson, I don't know. And it's very triggered, or it was triggered. And this person told themselves, no, I'm here, this is what I chose, or this is what I want. And so they went harder, or they go harder. But because of that, it keeps them from being able to move forward. So this person is very passionate, and this person, once they lock in, they lock in. It's like, but that's both a good thing and a bad thing, because unfortunately they're locked into something here that keeps them from being able to grow. It also keeps them kind of acting selfish, or at least that's how they view it. And specifically, if this is like a man, it could be like their culture or the way they were raised, they were treated differently, or there's something here about that, and that's not for everyone. But so this person, they go by looks or material or sex or drinking or what I want. It's like very passionate outwardly, but it's almost like supported by this history. All right, very specific. We have Capricorn showing up, but we did say strong on the air signs. And then King Zaddy with that King of Pentacles, and then Leo, Aries, Sag with that King of Wands, the King of Fire. My babies, that's what we have to learn today about your person. Listen, let's get you guys some initials, and then you guys can start thinking of a question, because we're going to do answer card right now. All right. We have my life, my BF, my boyfriend. For some of you guys, you could be dating this person. We have FH. We have AHA. Right, ha. All right, we have PR, BR. We have Vicky. Cynthia, Cindy, Natalie, Sil, YI. Let's see. I'll leave those there for you guys. Maybe you see something. All right. Think of your question, guys. Let's try to get you an answer. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get an answer for my group number two's question on their mind? Messages for my group twos. We have cast that spell. So that talks about manifesting. So if you guys do, I mean, casting that spell, even if you guys don't cast spells, setting your intentions or your wishes or something that you really want. This is giving magician energy. So I do think that you have certain tools in your corner, certain resources that can help you get what you want out of this, or maybe the next step. Maybe if we're trying to get this person to open up, or I don't know. Listen, that's where I'm going to leave you. My group number twos, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number threes. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be getting messages from the person on your mind. A couple of things before we dive into your reading. First and foremost, you guys already know it's a collective reading. So if you find the messages more confusing than they are making sense, it just probably means it's not for you today. The other thing is this reading is meant to be on someone that's alive and living, and there would be an opportunity, a chance, at speaking or at hearing from them. Now, it's okay for some of you guys. This is someone that you may never talk to again, and it's just things that are left unsaid. That this can cover that, but just not anyone that's passed on. All right. You just never know who's watching and why they're watching. So throwing that out there. Besides that, though, my babies, let's get to it. Thank you so, so much for being here today. I hope you guys are doing well. And let's see what we can learn today about this person on your mind. Let's ask who they are first to help you connect to the group, and then we'll be asking the major question. All right, let's tap in. Think of your person. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today. For my group number threes, messages for my group threes, please. The person they're coming to this reading for. Who is this person? How will my group threes know that this is their reading? Messages for my group threes, please. Messages for my group number threes. What can we know? What can you tell us? What can we know about this person? How will my group number threes know this is their reading? What can we know about this person? Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, this could be someone that you've worked with, like on and off. Very specific, but if we're starting with that Eight of Pentacles, this could be someone who's also very driven or very focused. Maybe you see them off and on where you guys go and work or work out, somewhere where you guys are both focused. Yeah, you guys travel here. You may even like see this person at a distance, or maybe it's been a while. You could even have memories with this person, or they remind you of something, someplace that you used to go to, or I don't know. There's this energy here of a little bit of a distance between you and them. All right, we have the World reverse. Maybe it's someone that you just follow online or you just see out in the world, but not necessarily someone that maybe you talk to or know really well. If it's not that, it's that it's been a while. It's been a while since you guys have maybe seen this person. All right, we have Six of Pentacles in reverse, the World reversed. It left you wondering. Maybe wondering like if they felt the same or what happened, or if something was one-sided. We have the Ace of Swords. There's that clarity. So maybe this is someone that let you know, or you realized, or there was some kind of lesson here, or some kind of energy that came through about what they were working on. It was very clear. It was very obvious. And maybe you can watch this, or you see this, or you not, bitch. Do you know more about them than they know that you know? Could be. Maybe, yeah. All right. Ace of Cups, and you love it. Oh, you love it. You love how this person works it out. I just started hearing Kanye's workout plan. All right. Why the Two of Pentacles? The Sun card. So your banter is cute, or the back and forth, or maybe there's a Leo here. I don't know. Every time you see this person, or when you've interacted with them, or it feels good, it feels like it's new love, or it feels like it maybe even gets you a little giddy, or it feels like there's something here about working on something, working on this, or I don't know. Why the Three of Wands? The Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. So there's keeping a distance or making us nervous, maybe because it's been so long, or thinking back to something. This person could also like be very independent or stay single, or maybe you've been single for a while. So it kind of gives you butterflies. Maybe it's been a while since someone kind of made you feel this way. Or for this person, there's something here that you see, or I don't know, that makes you a little nervous, or gets you in your head, or maybe you know that they get anxiety. Or why the Six of Pentacles in reverse? Seven of Swords. So not sure if they feel the same or if you feel the same, if something's reciprocated here. Like I can't tell if it's coming from their side or your side. But listen, I do feel there's some back and forth. I see that you guys are either seeing each other or thinking of a memory, or there's an acknowledgement here. You're there, I'm here. But at the same time, there's nerves in talking or in what's going to be said. So it's like we're just kind of faking it, like literally faking it. What else, please? We could even be like feeling like, oh no, I let that go, or I don't care anymore, or I don't know. This person, I don't think that they were very upfront, or they have been. Why the Eight of Cups with the Ace of Cups? We have the Nine of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Swords in reverse, because nothing has moved forward. Nothing has happened, or yeah, we haven't gotten something that we want about moving forward. Maybe them coming towards us, or I think you get real excited to see this person, or there's like this chemistry or this like passion between you guys. It's fun. It could be flirty. We're thinking back to, like, I don't know, last time we saw them, or you see them at a distance, they look good. I don't know. There's something here that gets you excited, or gets somebody excited. We do have fire showing up. So Leo, Aries, Sag, and then we have Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo again. Some fixed energy to sprinkle throughout. All right, anything else? Tell me what this Ace of Swords is with the Two of Swords in reverse. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Swords in reverse, Ten of Cups. This person, I don't know, there's some kind of, they made something clear, or they're going to send a message, or they did, or there's an opportunity here, and there's a lot of happiness, or there's like no stress. So it goes from hiding something or not admitting to something to then there's like clarity when we ask about who this person is. Maybe something's become really clear to you, that there's a new opportunity here, that or they're making it clear there's a new opportunity. It's like not done yet. So this would almost be someone that maybe it's been a while and there's something here where it's like not over. Maybe you guys saw each other again, or tell me about that. Four of Pentacles in reverse with the Seven of Swords. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you could be telling yourself or people around you that you don't care. You don't deal with this. They're toxic. I'm leaving that all behind, but you're still low-key like, huh, where are they? All right, it doesn't mean you're bothered, but it does mean that you're still checking, right? The Lovers, and then the cards are like, that's right. That's right. All right. Temperance, patience, my love. All right. Well, if that sounds familiar, you little star-crossed lovers, you. Let's see what we can learn about what this person wants to say to you. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s, please. Messages for my group number 3s. What can we know? What can you tell us? What does this person want to say to my group 3s? What does this person want to say to my group number 3s? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 3s, please. What do they want to say? What do they want to say? What does this person want to say to my group threes? We have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. There's some kind of history here that keeps them from feeling like they can build something stable. Strength card, 2 of Wands. Oh, their ego. Yeah, there's some kind of past trauma. It has to do, this either has to do with a relationship or making a choice to move in a new direction, and their ego or memories of the past keep kind of holding this person back. Or at least it did at one point. Yeah, because someone here felt like an option or was keeping options. This Page of Wands in reverse didn't know what they wanted, or could have been just like fuck around and find out type of energy. And this Queen of Pentacles in reverse is someone that either was the option or had issues with boundaries, or if this was you, it's almost like they didn't see it, or they maybe it's almost like taking for granted, or maybe there's a past belief here that was really drilled into them that keeps them from being able to grow up. This would be giving, like, I hate this term, but it would be giving like mama's boy. But if you know that that's not the case, that's not the case. Because this could be a wound with a mother and a reliance and overgiving and issues with attachments that keep them from being able to build a steady long term. And it almost like keeps them immature. This could also be, if it's not relating to like a relationship, I mean, maybe it's like career, but this would be like a deeply embedded belief that was drilled into them in an unhealthy way, where it's like, you can't get in a relationship until you have this or you have that, or like some kind of very ego kind of belief that could be coming up. Tell me why the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. What would this person say to my group number threes? There's something here about short term. The Devil reverse. Yeah, maybe they were detaching from a long term habit, addiction, relationship, having to release it, having to let it go, whatever that belief is, whatever caused that trauma. Why the 6 of Cups in reverse? 9 of Cups, because it told them what they wanted. So this person, they based their wishes, or they thought what they wanted was based off of a past version of themselves, something that was drilled into them, or something that they became along the way. This has a hold on them because that Strength card tells us that this kind of tells them who they are, or and it kind of keeps them from being able to grow, whatever this past is. So the Strength and the 2 of Cups, 2 things going on here, and you're going to have to figure out which one is yours, or maybe both can be true. But there is a strong connection here with a soulmate, and this could have been the karmic soulmate, if that's the case, where they feel a strong tie to this person or this situation, and they were telling themselves that this is what they wanted, even though it wasn't. Maybe they had children here, or maybe they were with someone that really didn't push them to grow. And it's like, this would be a dynamic where they were with someone that really struggled with boundaries and just gave, or enabled this person in some kind of way, or didn't stand up for themselves. And this person was just kind of coddled into being this version of themselves, at who they are. That could be one thing. The other thing could be, if you are this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which there was a situation with you, this could be a strong connection to you, but everything surrounding it is not the greatest. And this person knows that. So even if there was a strong connection here, you came along, or this was happening, or right now, it's like there's nothing to start, or it couldn't get started, or maybe there was false starts because of this past. So if there was false starts between you guys, they're saying it was my past situation or past traumas that I'm detaching myself from, or that I'm now realizing I need to detach myself from. in order to see what I truly want. And yes, they could feel this strong connection with you, but outside of that, it's like I don't know, outside of that, they don't really know, or there's kind of nothing else to say because of what's happened or what's gone on or where they're at in their life. Why the Two of Wands? The Five of Wands. Yeah, listen, this person I do think that there's options here. I do. And I do think that this person likes attention or likes sexual tension. And even if this was you, that it's like they were still, it's like there was some kind of choice here. This person, if there's a lot of sexual tension between you guys, it's like this person likes how you love up on them, or how loving you are, how nurturing. Again, it's like this person could be a little freaking energy mosquito vampire, right? It's just going to come and suck your energy out of you if you let them. And that's something that, obviously, we're not saying they're a bad person. They just need to grow through this. But if you let them, if you let them, suck on your blood, they're going to. Oh man, literally. Has anyone ever gotten bit by a mosquito through their clothes? Because I have. This person will bite you through your clothes. And so if they have an opportunity to hook up with you or to date you, to have their tee-hees, hee-hees, ha-has with you, and then that's it, then bitch, they'll take it because they like that. But if that's not with you, then that's what they chose at some point. Is they are wanting fun, or they did at one point, or at least maybe that's the trauma they're trying to heal from. All right. But do they want another chance with you? Yeah. But they're the Page of Wands in reverse, That means the attitude they're bringing, it's not to build, it's not to let's go deep and let me tell you what I've been through and how I've grown. At least not yet. And I say at least not yet because, never say never, but if you guys are checking in on someone and it's like this, they might even like reach out and want to take you out on a date or take you out again, or, but it's like, then that's it. It's like whatever's been going on. It's like we kind of repeat that cycle. All right. My babies. Yep. That's what I have for you. I was flipping through the deck to see if there was anything new to report, and not that I could see. So that's what I'm getting from this person. I hope that made sense. We're going to do initials, and then we're going to do an answer card. So you guys can start thinking of a question, and we'll see what the cards have to say. We have much. That's interesting. Literally M-U-C-H. Mum. Someone could be a mum. Oh, or someone could be a bum. We have C.L. Claire. Cliff. Lisa, Crystal, Christine, Rose, like Rosalind with that L, L-U, V, love, and an M, H. All right, I'll leave those there. William, Cliff. We already said that, but maybe someone's like outdoorsy or hikes or looks out on a cliff. Maybe someone posted a picture like out on a lookout. It doesn't have to be on a cliff, just like nature lookout. Bluffs. I'm also getting cliffs, bluffs. Interesting. All right. What else are we going to do? Oh yeah, answer cards. All right, think of your question, babies. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get an answer for my group number 3s? The question on their mind. Can we get an answer? A block exists. Yeah. That would, if it was a yes or no question, I would say that's a no. Um, or there's a block, so there's some kind of challenge if we can turn it into a yes. But yeah, there's an issue here moving forward. A block exists. My group number threes, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the reading. More than anything, though, I hope it was helpful. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.